becoming the first millionaire in your family.
Millionaire status, here we come.
Got a few more power moves up its
A
sleeve.
few more tricks, yeah.
Well, it's pretty incredible.
Yeah, some really insightful things.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button because we're going to unpack all the strategies and secrets this thing reveals for building serious wealth.
Yeah, I mean, like real wealth.
Not the usual, like, budget your latte advice.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
We're going way beyond that.
Deeper.
We're talking about shifting your entire mindset.
Yeah.
And one thing that really caught my eye, and this might sound a little woo-woo,
Okay.
but it's this idea of using money affirmations.
Oh, interesting.
So, like, actually saying things like, I don't know,
Okay.
I am a magnet for wealth.
Right.
I am worthy of financial abundance.
I see.
Sounds a little out there.
Yeah, it can sound a little strange at first, I think.
Totally.
But you know what? There's actually some fascinating psychology behind it.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Okay, so our subconscious beliefs about money, whether we think we can be rich or not,
Right.
they often come from our childhood,
Oh, interesting.
our upbringing,
Makes sense.
the families we grew up in.
Yeah.
And if you didn't see a lot of wealth growing up,
Right.
maybe you start to think subconsciously that it's not for you.
Like it's not even possible.
Exactly.
Wow.
And so repeating these positive affirmations,
Okay.
it's like it can help reprogram those old beliefs.
So it's like rewiring your brain to think differently about money.
Exactly. Yeah.
Does that actually work?
Well, think of it like training your financial muscles.
Okay.
If you're constantly telling yourself you're bad with money, you're less likely to make smart decisions.
Right.
But if you start believing in your ability to attract wealth, to manage it well,
Yeah.
that can change your whole approach.
It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy almost.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay, so this guide even suggests like writing down your
Yeah.
own personal money affirmations
Mhm.
and reciting them every day.
Absolutely. And I think,
Yeah.
that's where the real power comes in.
Really?
Yeah, personalizing it.
Okay, I'm going to try it.
Yeah.
I'm sold. But mindset's just the beginning. Right?
Oh, yeah, it's a foundation.
We've got to take action.
You've got to build on it.
So what are some of the actionable steps this guide outlines for like actually building wealth?
All right. Well, one thing they dive into
Yeah.
is a concept you've probably heard of before.
Okay.
Compound interest.
Right.
But they frame it in a way I've never really thought about before.
Really?
They call it the eighth wonder of the world.
Wow. I've always heard that compound interest is powerful, but
Yeah.
honestly, I never fully grasped how it works.
It can be a little tricky.
Can you break it down for us?
Sure. Imagine this. You invest a small amount regularly, say like $200 a month.
Okay. $200 a month.
With a decent return, let's say 7%,
Okay.
that money starts earning interest.
Right.
And then the interest earns interest.
Okay.
So it creates this like snowball effect that grows exponentially over time.
So like it keeps building on itself.
Exactly. And
Wow.
the guide highlights a study
Oh, wow.
that found if you started investing just $5 a day at age 20,
$5 a day.
by the time you retire, you could have over $300,000 just from the magic of compound interest.
That's incredible. So even if you're not starting with a huge chunk of change, you can still
Absolutely.
build significant wealth
Yeah.
just by starting early
Yeah, the earlier the better.
and letting compound interest do its thing.
Exactly. It's all about playing the long game,
The long game.
making time your ally,
That's a good way to put it.
and to supercharge that journey. The guide stresses the importance of what it calls strategic spending.
That's interesting. Most financial advice just talks about living below your means,
Right.
which can feel pretty restrictive.
Yeah, it can sound a little bit like deprivation.
Yeah.
But what's different about strategic spending is it's not about that.
Okay.
It's about making conscious choices with your money.
I like that. Conscious choices.
Yeah.
So it's more about being intentional rather than
it's-
just like cutting back on everything.
Exactly. It's about understanding where your money is going
Okay.
and then making sure it aligns with your values and goals,
That makes a lot of sense.
right?
This is already so insightful, but we're just getting started.
We are just scratching the surface.
Make sure you stick with us for part 2, where we'll reveal even more secrets to becoming the first millionaire in your family.
Definitely don't miss it.
Of course, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
Yeah, subscribe. We are uncovering that roadmap to becoming the first millionaire in your family.
Yes, we are.
And we're about to shift gears into a topic that can really turbocharge your wealth building journey.
Oh, I'm all ears. Tell me more.
Okay, so this guide we're exploring,
Yeah.
it really emphasizes the power of developing high income skills.
High income skills.
It argues that increasing your earning potential is just as crucial as saving and investing wisely.
That makes sense. Like you can only cut expenses so much, right?
Exactly.
But earning potential, that's like theoretically limitless.
Precisely. You hit the nail on the head.
Okay, so what kind of skills are we talking about here?
All right. Well, the guide highlights a few key areas,
Okay.
including things like coding,
Coding, yeah.
digital marketing.
Digital marketing, hot topic these days.
It is sales, of course.
Yeah, classic.
And specialized consulting.
So it's not just about picking any random skill. It's about choosing something that's actually valuable out there in the market.
Exactly. You want a skill that's in demand
In demand, that makes sense.
across different industries.
Right, you don't want to be stuck in just one niche.
Yeah. And the beauty of these skills is that they're often transferable.
Oh, that's interesting.
So you can apply them to different jobs, different industries, or even start your own business.
It's like having a secret weapon in the job market.
That's a great way to put it.
Okay, and what I find really interesting is that the guide suggests that you don't necessarily need a traditional college degree to acquire these skills.
That's right. Things have changed a lot.
Yeah,
The landscape of education is evolving so rapidly.
it is.
And there are so many amazing online resources available now.
Yeah, it's true.
You can take online courses,
Right.
participate in boot camps, or even learn directly from industry experts through mentorship programs.
That's amazing. It's like having access to a world-class education right there at your fingertips.
It is, and oftentimes these alternative learning paths are more affordable and they're more flexible than traditional education.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's like really democratizing access to knowledge and skills.
It is, and the guide even suggests that,
Yeah,
set aside a specific budget for your skill development, just
Sure.
like you would budget for any other important expense.
that makes sense.
They emphasize that investing in yourself
Yeah?
is one of the highest return investments you can make.
I love that. It's about prioritizing your growth and constantly expanding your skill set.
Exactly. Never stop learning.
All right, now let's dive into another powerful strategy this guide reveals.
Okay, hit me.
Leveraging tax-advantaged accounts.
All right, tax time.
Oh, taxes. Not exactly the most thrilling topic, I'll admit.
It's not the sexiest.
No, but definitely important.
Oh, absolute crucial.
What's the secret sauce here? How can these accounts actually help us build wealth?
Yeah, so a lot of people are kind of intimidated by the complexity of taxes.
Right.
It can feel overwhelming.
Yeah.
But this guide really breaks it down in a simple way. It highlights two key types of accounts: IRAs and 401ks.
Okay, I've heard of those, but honestly,
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure how they work.
It can be a little confusing at first.
Yeah.
So think of them like special savings accounts that are specifically designed for retirement.
Retirement, got it.
Okay, so with a traditional IRA or 401k,
Yeah.
your contributions are often tax deductible,
Tax deductible, meaning...
meaning you lower your taxable income in the present,
Okay.
and then your money grows tax deferred.
Tax deferred, meaning...
You don't pay taxes on the earnings until you withdraw them in retirement.
So it's like getting a bonus from the government,
It kind of is.
just for saving for your future.
Exactly.
I'm starting to see why this guide calls these accounts wealth-building powerhouses.
They are. They really are. And if your employer offers a 401k match,
Yeah.
that's essentially free money.
Free money? Who doesn't love free money?
Nobody.
Okay, so don't leave that on the table.
Take advantage of it.
Make sure you contribute enough to get that full match.
Absolutely. Maximize those benefits.
That's a great tip. And hey, if you're enjoying these insights so far,
Yeah.
make sure you subscribe to this channel for more deep dives like this one.
Definitely hit that subscribe button.
We're committed to equipping you with the knowledge and tools you need to achieve your financial dreams.
We are. That's our mission.
Now, let's move on to a topic that often gets a bad rap in the world of personal finance.
Oh, I know where you're going with this.
Yeah, we're talking about debt.
The D word.
Isn't that something we should avoid at all costs? I thought the goal was to be completely debt-free.
Well, not necessarily. This
Right.
guide actually encourages using what it calls good debt strategically.
Good debt. That's a new one for me. Tell me more.
Right. So you've got bad debt, right?
Yeah.
That's the kind that drags you down. High interest credit card debt,
Yeah, credit card debt's scary.
payday loans,
Oh, yeah. Those are the worst.
things that drain your resources and don't offer any real return.
They just keep sucking you dry.
Exactly. But good debt is used to acquire assets that will appreciate in value or generate income.
So it's not all debt is created equal.
Not at all.
It's about being smart and strategic with how you use it.
Exactly. You got to be intentional with your debt.
Okay, so give me an example of this good debt.
Okay, so the guide gives the example of a mortgage for a rental property.
A rental property, okay.
That could be considered good debt because you're using it to purchase an asset that will generate rental income.
Rental income, right?
And ideally exceed your mortgage payments.
Okay, so you're using debt to actually create more income.
Exactly. And over time, the property itself might appreciate in value.
Right, so you're building equity.
Further increasing your wealth.
It's like using debt as leverage.
Yeah, a tool.
To amplify your returns.
Precisely. But of course, anytime you're considering taking on debt,
Yeah.
it's crucial to do your research, understand the terms, and make sure the potential return on investment outweighs the cost.
It's all about calculated risks. All right, smart debt, a game changer. I like it. This guide is packed with so many valuable insights.
There's so much good stuff in here. The home stretch.
We're getting you on that path to becoming the first millionaire in your family.
Millionaire status. Here we come.
And this guide,
Yeah.
it's got a few more power moves up its sleeve.
A few more tricks, yeah.
You know, one thing that struck me,
Yeah.
it's that this guide doesn't just focus on like traditional investment strategy.
Right, it goes beyond that.
It really emphasizes the importance of diversifying your income streams.
Absolutely multiple income streams, that's key.
That's interesting. I've always heard that millionaires have multiple sources of income.
Yeah, it's a common theme.
But like, how does that actually work in practice?
So think of it like building a financial fortress
Okay, a fortress.
with multiple layers of protection.
I like that analogy.
Instead of relying solely on your job.
Right, having all your eggs in one basket.
Exactly, you create a network of income-generating assets and activities.
Okay, so you're spreading the risk.
Exactly, you're not putting all your eggs in one basket.
So if one stream dries up,
Yeah,
you've got others to fall back on.
you're covered, that's right.
That makes a lot of sense. It's like creating a more stable foundation for your wealth.
Exactly, you're building a solid base.
What kind of income streams are we talking about here?
So the guide suggests thinking about income streams in 4 main categories.
Okay, 4 categories. Let's hear them.
First, you have your earned income.
Earned income. Okay.
That's from your job or your business.
Your primary source of income, typically.
Right. Then there's profit income.
Profit income. Okay.
That's from investments like stocks or real estate.
So making your money work for you.
Exactly. Passive income.
Nice. What else?
Then you have interest income.
Interest income.
That's from things like savings accounts or bonds.
More of a slow and steady approach.
Yeah, a little bit more conservative.
And finally,
Dividend income.
dividend income. Okay.
That's from owning shares in companies that pay out dividends.
So getting a piece of the pie as a shareholder, that's it. So it's about creating a diversified portfolio of income sources, just like you would diversify your investments.
Absolutely. The same principle applies.
Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Spread the risk, spread the wealth.
I love it. And the guy gives some really practical examples too,
Oh yeah, tons of them.
like starting a side hustle,
A side hustle classic.
investing in dividend-paying stocks,
Yeah, a great way to generate passive income.
or generating rental income from real estate.
Real estate, always a solid option.
It's about being proactive and creating opportunities to generate wealth from multiple sources.
Exactly. Taking control of your financial future.
What other nuggets of wisdom does this guide have for us?
Well, it also highlights the power of networking.
Network.
It argues that surrounding yourself with the right people can be just as valuable as any financial investment.
I've always been a big believer in the power of relationships.
Yeah, relationships are everything.
But how does that translate into building wealth specifically?
Think of it this way. Your network is like a support system
Okay, a support system.
and a source of valuable insights.
Like a brain trust.
Exactly, being around like-minded and ambitious individuals.
People who are on the same path.
Yeah, it can provide motivation, accountability, and even open doors to new opportunities.
It's like having a team of mentors and champions cheering you on and guiding you along the way.
That's a great way to put it.
And the guide offers some practical tips for building a powerful network.
Yeah, like attending industry events,
Okay, industry events, putting yourself out there,
joining online communities,
online communities, finding your tribe.
participating in workshops and master classes.
So constantly learning and growing and connecting with people. But I think it's important to remember that networking is not just about taking.
Right, it's not a one-way street.
It's about giving back and building genuine relationships.
Absolutely. Mutual respect and support.
It's about creating a win-win scenario where everyone benefits.
Exactly. Collaboration is key.
So far, we've talked about starting early, investing consistently, acquiring high-income skills, networking.
Yeah, we've covered a lot of ground.
What about the emotional side of wealth building?
That's a great question, and that's where this guide's final key insight comes in.
Yeah, what is it?
It's the power of patience and perseverance.
Patience and perseverance, 2 essential qualities.
Building wealth is a marathon, not a sprint.
It's a long game.
It requires discipline, resilience, and a long-term perspective.
It's easy to get discouraged when you don't see immediate results.
Oh, yeah. It's all about playing the long game.
How does this guide suggest we stay motivated and on track?
So the guide emphasizes the importance of celebrating small wins along the way.
Okay, acknowledging progress.
And surrounding yourself with supportive people who believe in your goals.
Your cheer squad.
Exactly. And it reminds us that setbacks are inevitable.
Setbacks are part of the journey.
But it's how we respond to those setbacks that ultimately determines our success.
It's all about resilience, bouncing back.
Exactly. Learning from your mistakes and keeping moving forward.
And if you're finding this deep dive as valuable as we are,
Yeah, we hope you are.
don't forget to hit that subscribe button to unlock even more financial wisdom and expert insights.
Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe.
And remember, the journey to becoming the first millionaire in your family, it starts with a single step.
One step at a time.
Embrace the strategies we've discussed today. Believe in yourself and never stop learning and growing.
That's the key.
This guide has been a goldmine of insights.
A treasure trove.
And we're so glad we could share it with you.
We hope you found it valuable.
If you're ready to dive deeper into the world of wealth building, be sure to check out our other